Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Warcraft replay here. As we get loaded into it, we have Night Elf. Do we have a Night Elf? No, we don't. We have a Human Orc matchup. Today, Chaemiko versus Lyn, and we are just waiting for the game to load. There we go. We're on the map Concealed Hill. Last time these guys played, it was the same map as well, which is interesting. Yeah, this is... hold up. It's definitely not the right overlay. Oopsies, thought I changed that. There it is. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Ready to work.
Do I have the colors right? I do have the colors right, thank god. Yeah, I think since Reforged came out, I don't think you could change between colors anymore, which is kind of crap. Normally you would change colors if you change perspectives, but yeah, that's not the case anymore. I'm pretty sure it's not anything to do with set ally colors either. Either way, Lyn's winning in as the blue orc in the bottom left, Chaemiko's winning in as the red human in the top right. Yeah, their last matchup wasn't that long ago. About 8 months, maybe? Wait, 8 months? Yeah, around 8 months. Judging by how long it takes me to actually, put out a video a week. Yeah. Just standard Netease ladder game here. Not much else to say. The last time these guys played, I believe Chaemiko went mass rifles, and Lyn went mass grunts, which was... it sounds like pretty one-sided matchup, to be honest. Mass grunts, I don't really see how they could actually handle versus the firepower that mass riflemen bring out. Pretty sure the heroes were standard. Actually, no, wait. Because I did like peek just to see when the last time these guys played was. Lyn did go Farseer turn Chieftain, and I'm not sure if Blade Master would have worked out. I think I wondered if Chainwave was a better option than just like a supportive Farseer with a Warstomp turn Chieftain. Yeah, Warstomp's pretty good. A lot of people have changed from Chainwave to Warstomp, but honestly in that situation, I mean, your opponent didn't have any Spellbreakers, I don't think. Chainwave probably would have been a lot more effective than just simple Warstomps. Anywho, it's been a while since I've cast Concealed Hill, to be honest. It's honestly, for the most part, Twisted Meadows, Amazonia, or Terranus Stands, so yeah, I forgot about this map, to be honest. I'm even surprised it's still in the map pool. But either way, Laboratory Camp cleared out here. Pretty standard stuff from a human player, to be honest. Militia creeping just makes things a lot easier. Oh, Lyn picking up a couple of peasants for himself with just his grunt. Probably doesn't want to get surrounded by those militia there, as the Blade Master just taking out the warrior camp over here. Archmage is going to clear out the mid-tier camps, I would say. No items worth noting. Blade Master double circlet. Meanwhile, the Archmage, not much himself, to be honest. Just a Wand of Mana Stealing, and or whatever this one drops, if it even drops an item. No, it's just a Tome Camp. And the Blade Master is running around. Oh, probably didn't realize he was out of Invis. Is just gonna take out a Footman with a lot of Windwalks. He had to Windwalk like 3 times there just to, I don't know, dance around his opponents. A lot of people, I would say, a lot of Orc players haven't really adapted too well to the Windwalk nerfs like 2 years ago. So yeah, always interesting to see the Blade Masters popping out of Invis randomly without being prepared for it. But either way, fast tech from Lyn. I imagine the same thing from Chaemiko as well, since we don't see a goldmine being cleared out. Orc burrows being rushed down quickly by Chaemiko. I mean, you kind of have to at this point. because by the time your opponent gets tier 2, he'll get himself that lumber mill and most likely get that fortification on his burrows. Is going to take down another grunt as well, so Chaemiko's actually picking up a lot of good stuff for himself. Lin is going to take down a couple elementals here and there. I don't know if he actually picked up a footman by himself, but with the Blade Master out of mana, I really doubt he can actually defend this by himself. More grunts are on the way, as the Blade Master is trying his best to try and trade with the Blade Master, the Archmage. It's tier 2, so he should be able to afford a health pot if he wants it. But for now, it seems like he's just going to stick with triple circlets here. We are going to have Spirit Lodge being placed down. Okay, Spirit Lodge. Yeah, I say Spirit Lodge like that makes sense, and then Bestiary, but then like, no, this is like 2020. Spirit Lodge means, what does it mean? It means Shaman probably. I mean, I haven't seen Witch Doctors in so long. Probably Shaman. I'm not sure what the Shaman's going to do. I believe Lin did go Mass Grunts with a splash of Shaman in the last matchup. I mean, it didn't work out too well. I'm not sure if he's going to try it a second time. It seems like Chaemiko's just going to go standard double Sanctuary here. But he does bring out the Beastmaster second, which is still pretty good because no Warmill placed down, no fortified burrows, so these cool beasts will have pretty opportune times to take these things out. Spirit Lodge is being focus fired right now since it's near completion. Probably gonna go down, I don't know, it might even finish and then, oh no, Lin's just gonna cancel that, as even if it did finish, he will lose the building in total. As the Beastmaster, it seems like he did get taken down during the trade of the Spirit Lodge. Torrent Chieftain out as hero number 2 here. Did put a point into something. I imagine it is just going to be War Stomp, no Endurance Aura whatsoever, and I don't think it's wise to put a point into Shockwave just yet. There we go with the War Stomp, as Bestiary is going to get placed down. Warmill is also being placed down as well, probably to try and get that reinforced defenses. Is that what it's called? Yeah, something like that. Blade Master, is he gonna hit level 3 with this? I think some units give like 30 XP or something like that. Yep, there we go, 30 XP. That is gonna be a level 3 Blade Master, a level 2 Windwalk, probably. But yeah, there's Archmage with Boots of Speed and TP Scroll. I really doubt he's gonna find himself in a compromising position. Warmill's just about to be completed here as
Work complete.
yeah, supply-wise, Chaemiko looks super far ahead, 41 versus 28.
Complete.
He has a lot of footmen on the ground. Also, he has summoned units which aren't really counted in the discussion, and the militia are being brought over as well, so potential tower push coming in from Chaemiko. He really wants to finish this, or at least keep his opponent contained in this base, because right now he really doesn't have anything. He has, he is on his way to actually producing troll headhunters, and Coda Beasts are being brought over as well, but yeah, he kind of needs units here and now. Coda Beast can go for a quick bite on these footmen. A Dust Appearance is going to be used to try and pick up that Blade Master, but he is nowhere near the Archmage. And a bit of a problem is that the burrows are kind of back here, so Battle Station's not really going to help in defending against this tower push. Torrent Chieftain might actually get a pretty good War Stomp if he gets in range. Never mind, he's just going to take down the Beastmaster instead. Chaemiko playing a bit carelessly with his secondary hero here. Torrent Chieftain's about to hit that level 2, which the Endurance Aura will help quite a lot with those troll headhunters wherever they are. They are trying to defend the best they can against these footmen. Meanwhile, Blade Master and Torrent Chieftain need to deal with the sorceresses, which is the bane of orc heroes in general. Health potions is going to get transferred over to the Torrent Chieftain, and he will be able to live for a little while longer. Speed scroll is going to expire very soon as the towers have been taken down, which is a plus side for Lin, but Chaemiko still has a lot of units in his opponent's corner. That is a lot of peasants. They are finally going to be able to place down more towers. Probably should place down more. There's not that many defending units available for Lin. But yeah, the siege is still going on. A couple of trolls, one Kodo Beast, and we are going to start adding in a couple of raiders as well. Turner Chieftain, oh, is he going to get that monstrous War Stomp? He is indeed, but the invisibility coming in from the sorceresses here. Beastmaster is going to come out once again, probably revive through the altar, as Chaemiko trying his best to kite with the slow on those sorceresses, but as a matter of fact, with his footman down, his main like damage dealing units are kind of non-existent. He only has a couple of sorceresses, and the peasants still on the ground. Probably the peasants deal more damage than the spellcasters themselves, as more towers are attempted to be being put down there from Chaemiko. Turn Chieftain kind of got stuck, doesn't have enough for a War Stomp, as yeah, Kodo Beast is gonna chomp on one of those Cool Beasts there. Cool Beast, or at least the very low hit point Cool Beast, is gonna avenge his brother, as his dying breath is going to dissipate. Level 1 Hawk is in the air, so we'll be able to spot the Blade Master during his invis stage. Chaemiko's still going to invest in the siege, which I'm surprised Lin has managed to actually keep this up. More trolls being added to the mix here. Oh, that is a bad rally point, but I think he might be able to save it for now. Blade Master still being spotted, is going to go straight after one of those priests. I guess the priests are kind of the main priority targets here, since once the sorceresses cast their slows, there's not much else you can really do with those guys, I guess. TC has a War Stomp left in him, which probably would be really devastating if he gets it on either a good chunk of peasants or a good chunk of sorceresses. Yeah, this siege is still going on. Level 4 Archmage with the level 2 Brilliant Sword is going to be pretty useful for those sorceresses. Blade Master is also close to level 4, but a level 2 Cruel Strike is not that useful, I would say. So right now, honestly, the best he can do is just consolidate his forces maybe and go for one strong push rather than yeah, just constantly trying to weaken his opponent. The problem is that these towers are about to be completed. That's still a lot of units for Chaemiko. What does he have at his base? Just bare minimum, it seems. More sorceresses, more priests, I imagine, being added to the mix here. I'm surprised he hasn't actually added a couple of spellbreakers to the mix just to be, you know, just a good frontline DPS. But yeah, these towers are now being completed. The only arcane towers, however, this is a bit of a problem, since these things don't actually do that much DPS. We are going to have an Arcane Vault being added to the front here. Arcane Vaults means quite a couple of things. It means that Ivory Towers are a thing, and yeah, just more sustained items for Chaemiko. Barracks is going to go down, which is a bit of a problem because that is mainly where the Troll Headhunters come from, so that being taken out is kind of crippling for his opponent. Orc units are going to, I guess, try and heal up as best they can with this Fountain of Health. I'm not sure if they're going to invest the time in taking out the Red Drake, but the Lumber Mill is also being built here from Chaemiko. This will enable guard towers to be unlocked for those scout towers there. But this is a really weird game. I was expecting a good Troll Headhunter or Mass Berserker game, but it seems like with the early pressure from Chaemiko, he's preventing his opponent from safely going to tier 3. So yeah, I would say that the Raiders are probably a better pick than the Trolls. Here we go, the pretty good War Stomp. We only have a couple of Raiders and the Blade Master available to take advantage of the stun, however. But it might be enough to pick up these free units here. Chaemiko gonna trade Sorceresses with Raiders, might even take down the Tyrant Chieftain, but an Invuln Potion is gonna be cast there. Dust of Appearance, I believe, from the Blade Master as well, able to spot the Archmage while he gets invised up, and he is going to, he might actually break the siege for once, now that the main backbone is taken out. We do have the Beastmaster, despite being invised, Ensnare is going to reveal his positioning, and that is both human heroes down, and the siege might finally break. Really beam from Chaemiko. Since he did place down the lumber mill, he can actually start harvesting his own, his opponent's trees. But with the heroes down, oh, never mind. Archmage revived through the tavern is gonna finally place down a couple more scout towers, and they're gonna be converted into guard towers here. Can Lin actually do something about this? Trying to take advantage of the Fountain of Health there. Orc units, one of the best. Orc basically the best race to take advantage of Fountain of Health since they have high base HP, and since Fountain is percentage based rather than flat, it helps them out a lot. However, that is a lot of towers from Chaemiko. Raiders are basically essential at this point. We do have one watchtower being placed down here, but it's very doubtful that Lin could get any more at closer range. Oh, this actually reaches the lumber mill, which is very nice. But yeah, these guard towers are about to be completed, and Lin is... he does have a good number of raiders, which is kind of nice. He is going to go straight after the Archmage, however. He is going to try and chain the ensnares to prevent the Archmage from escaping with the invis. He does have the the TP scroll, however. So if he does force that TP scroll, it would be nice, but TP scrolling does mean that the siege completely breaks, since the Archmage will be taking all these peasants and all these spellcasters, so he is gonna lose his Archmage just to prevent these units from going home with him, which in itself is also pretty bad, since that does mean a level 5 Blade Master, so very strong Blade Master here. Beastmaster is going to get invised, but he is going to get spotted with another Dust. Honestly, you don't really see Orc players picking up Dust Appearances these days, but in this circumstance, I mean, it's worked out very well. Being able to pick up the Archmage 2 times in a row despite being invised up, but still, like I said before, 4 guard towers. Yeah, it's doing its work. And I don't know if how Lin can actually deal with this.
Ready to ride.
Raiders gonna get a little bit of DPS down as the rally point, probably to the Fountain of Hell, to be honest. Yeah, Altar of Storms gets taken out there. Now the next target is the Stronghold. This lumber mill is gonna go down. I'm not sure if it's gonna matter too much, since I think these guard towers are basically the only ones needed for Chaemiko.
We're under attack.
So what is Lin gonna do? Is he gonna try and base trade? He probably could do it. He has decent number of raiders, and they are quicker than I guess these guard towers.
We're under attack.
I guess the only problem is, does Lin actually have enough buildings to sustain this base trade? He is actually gonna force Chaemiko to TP scroll back home, however. I guess the Archmage and his gang doesn't really need to be with those towers, since the towers themselves are pretty good enough. But either way, Lin is once again screwed because yeah, he either goes to attack the base once again and force the Archmage to come back, or he try and jukes his opponent and takes down these towers during all this chaos. But yeah, the stronghold's about to be destroyed. Peons unfortunately are in range of those towers, and I really don't think this stronghold's gonna last. Taking out more creep camps, I mean, what can you do at this point? I don't think he's gonna take the time to take down the Red Drake, but yeah, the stronghold's about to be taken out. Blade Master does have a TP scroll, but I mean, can the TP scroll actually do much? Nope, seems like he's just gonna go for the counter attack instead. It's a really weird game. I didn't really expect this to devolve into tower rushes. I mean, it's not even a tower rush to be honest, since the tower is placed down at tier 2. It's just that Lin played it pretty dangerously by, like, I don't know how to describe this. He banked on the chance that his opponent wouldn't attack him during his phase of trying to build up his troll army, but yeah, that did not happen, unfortunately. Bestiary, the next one to go down. I believe Lin is about to be revealed since he doesn't have a primary stronghold. Ogolok gonna get taken down in the middle camp here. Item is going to be plus 12 claws. I mean, I don't know if it's too little too late, to be honest. Chaemiko has about 10 supply a bit ahead of his opponents. He still has... actually no, it's 21 minutes, so the gold mine is now down. But I believe Chaemiko could easily just build a new base. Lin, on the other hand... yeah, it's really weird for him. Is going to put the rest of his resources in building a Voodoo Lounge rather than trying to go for probably an expansion here. I mean, I don't really know. It seems like we are at Castle Tech. No, we're not. How does he have Inner Fire? Unless he stole it with his Spellbreakers. But yep, here we go with a fight here. Oh, gonna go straight after the Archmage. Chaemiko needs to be very careful. He's lost his heroes a lot in this game, and his Archmage is not in a good position. He's actually caught out, and Lin might actually be able to assassinate him in time. That is still a lot of units for Chaemiko though, and Lin probably doesn't want to get overwhelmed. Is gonna lose a couple of his units, unfortunately, because of that slow debuff. But with the Blade Master, plus 18 attack bonus, this might actually just be free food for him. Is halfway to level 6. If he does get Bladestorm mana, I mean, despite all this tower shenanigans, I think he might be able to just do it. Hell, I don't think he might even need Bladestorm. I think just level 5 by himself is enough. I do see that right now, but he is getting heavily focus fired by those sorceresses. Scroll of Healing in the inventory of the Blade Master. Probably not going to be enough. He definitely needs like a hard health potion. But yeah, he does not have gold for it, unfortunately. So he's going to try and fight this under the Fountain of Health, which is not a good idea for Chaemiko, since the Orc units do benefit a lot more from healing than his own units. But I think he still might be able to take this with just sheer numbers. Slows constantly being applied here. Another War Stomp is going to deal, or at least prevent those spellcasters from chasing. Spell debuff is about to go down, but the Blade Master with that feedback damage on those Spellbreakers won't be able to get Windwalk mana for quite a bit. Tauren Chieftain, on the other hand, needs to be super careful. It seems like now that the Blade Master is away, the Tauren Chieftain's next.
We're under attack.
And he does not have that much mana left in him. He is trying to get it all back with the Replenishment Potion. And yeah, these spellcasters need to be careful. one or two War Storms might just be able to kill him, and this is a really weird game. Oh, Cool Beasts have spotted the Blade Master, however. It seems like their DPS is just not enough, so it is going to stop the Blade Master from healing like quicker than normal, but yeah, just a little bit more experience for the Blade Master. This is a really weird game. Because Chaemiko didn't go for expansions, the units right now is the only units he will have. This level 4 Beastmaster, however, is very important. It does give him both his Frenzy Beast and his Thunderhawk, so yeah, pretty crucial level up. But here comes the Blade Master here into the War Stomp onto the Beastmaster. He does have a health potion available. Dust is going to get used, but yeah, actually the Dust is really good because it prevents the Beastmaster from actually escaping the clutches of the Orc heroes here, and that's both the heroes down for Chaemiko. Lin needs to be really careful not to lose any of his heroes as well. Trying to go for a slow surround, but that is just not going to be enough. And yeah, if these heroes actually get to a Fountain of Health, I think Lin might just be able to take this. Because Chaemiko can't finish the rest of these buildings off because fortified burrows with battle stationed peons is kind of tough to deal with. And yeah, Chaemiko doing a very good job trying to go for the unit blocking there, but yeah, Potion Invuln is going to just stop the DPS, and now that these heroes have reached the Fountain of Health, I don't know if the spellcasters are strong enough to deal with these heroes just constantly healing up. Yeah, I don't think so. Chaemiko might have actually just lost. He can't even long distance a gold mine. He doesn't have heroes to sell any items. This is a really weird game. Can Chaemiko actually... Can he break this? He does have 2 priests. Tower's a bit of a problem, as well as the battle station Orc burrows here. So his spellbreakers are going to take a huge amount of damage. Lin is going to try and counteract this by going after his own opponent's own altar. The altar is going to be important since if Chaemiko ever scrounges enough resources to revive a hero, he'll have to do it with a tavern, which is a lot more expensive. Yeah, this is really weird. I think it's favoring Lin, to be honest. Oh, yeah, I think that's kind of game now. Lin did a very good job focus firing the priest, so Chaemiko only has 1 left. If he loses that one, these spellbreakers are gonna take like probably an hour to take out the Orc burrows because of the just constant pelting of the spears. Orc heroes, oh, what are they gonna get? Just TP staff. TP staff is gonna be nice because the turn chief can actually TP pass to these towers and defend the burrows if he needs to, and the Blade Master can just easily windwalk past these towers himself. So yeah, GG, I think. Chaemiko, despite being very persistent with his towers, he did lose his heroes at a very critical point, and I think that is going to be all she wrote. Oh, okay. I did not actually expect the leave there, but yeah, very well played, Chaemiko. Very well played by Lin, I would say. Chaemiko, yeah, I mean, he did the best he... Actually, no, he didn't do the best he could. He definitely could have played that better with his heroes. The splitting off with his Archmage was super hit-scratching, to be honest. But yeah, Lin, being very persistent, able to actually tie it 1-1. Oof. I was expecting Troll Headhunters, but I got I don't know, probably better. 7 heroes killed, yeah, that was definitely something Chaemiko could have improved on. But hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys again next time.